Hello, this is Reverend Don Lewis coming to you from beautiful Salem. And tonight our question comes to us from Aunt Shuram, who asks what I think about metaphysical figures such as Blavatsky, Crowley, Waite, specifically, and presumably others, and whether I think that they were genuinely tapping into something truly spiritual, or whether I think they were, in Aunt Shuram's words, very imaginative nutcases. And the answer to that is that as a general rule, I assume that if a person says they're having a spiritual experience, that they truly are. I think that the variety of spiritual experiences is very broad, and I think that some people interpret them better than others. And to me, in the end, really, the question about whether you've interpreted it well, I suppose, really comes down to whether it helps you. If it is a good thing in your life that makes your life better, you've interpreted it as well as it could be interpreted. I do believe that figures such as Crowley and Blavatsky and Waite, or figures such as Swedenborg, or all kinds of different metaphysical figures, I really think have all had something to add to spiritual knowledge. I don't necessarily agree with the totality of any of their assumptions, but I do believe that all of them have something to say. And in terms of our personal spiritual path, when it comes to either joining a particular movement or forming our own opinions, it really is a question what works best for us, what comes closest to our own understanding and our own experience, and that's what we should go with. And again, when it comes to some of these figures historically who have had many different ideas, I often find that that they will in general have ideas that I both agree with and disagree with based on my own experience. And I do not think for a moment that just because they had ideas I don't agree with, that there's nothing good in their works. On the contrary, I think that it would be very hard to find someone that you have no disagreements with. So when it comes to figures like Blavatsky and Crowley and Waite, to name some specific people who were named in the question, I think that there are many, many good things in all their works, and some things also I disagree with. And I absolutely believe that they were all working with genuine spiritual experiences and bringing them through to the very best of their ability. And I think that's true for most people on the spiritual path. And in the end, when it comes to the question, well, who's bringing it through best? Well, I don't think there's an answer to that. I think that it's more of a question of who is doing the best job for where they are. Because I don't think that while we are in the physical, that we're ever really capable of ultimate knowledge. I think it's beyond us. Therefore, I think that we each have understandings that are closer and farther from what that ultimate knowledge would be, according to where we are and what we can handle at that time. And I think it's very foolish, as a general rule, to disparage other people's spiritual experiences and conclusions simply because they're different from your own. Because for where that person was at that time, they may have been the perfect thing. Actually, I'm a great fan of Oprahism, which is interesting because I never watch Oprah. But although I did back in the 80s a little bit, which dates both myself and her. But one of the things Oprah has said somewhere along the line in these many years was that whatever you did, that you did the best you could, because everyone does the best they could. And if they could have done better, they would have done better. You didn't necessarily do the perfect thing, but you did the best you could. And I think that's also true in spirituality. All of the different philosophers, writers, etc., have done the best they could to understand spirit. And for their moment, it may have been the best possible understanding, just as our understanding in this moment might be the best possible understanding for where we are, and our time, and our context. But 50 years from now, there may be other better understandings, or more greater diversity in understandings. And I think we always have to be aware of this. And personally, I find all the people named in the question to be people who have absolutely added to my spiritual understanding, and many others besides. So I hope that answers your question, Aunt Shuram, and I hope everyone has found this interesting, and until next time, may you blessed be. And check out my new subscription site, thedailyspell.com. For 12 years now, we've been sending out the Daily Spell easy and free of charge to literally thousands of people, and will continue to do so. TheDailySpell.com is a subscription site meant to augment that daily service with deeper stories, deeper news, videos, entertainment, information, many daily features such as Marianne's Mystic Gem of the Day, the daily tarot card, the daily bio, and many more things. So check it out. Subscriptions are $19.99, and until next time, may your blessed be.